For all the day's news, weather, and sports,
take a very close look. These are not college students on spring break in Fort Lauderdale. Yep, that's a polar bear, and this is northern Michigan at its very finest. It's the 48th annual Tip-Up Town celebration.
These are all the daredevils up here at Tip-Up Town, USA, here at Houghton Lake, Michigan. This is our polar bear dip. These people all want to jump in the ice water. They love it.
They want to jump in, but have to wait a moment or two before their moment of glory.
To get these people acclimated to the cold temperature outside, so the shock isn't quite so bad when they get into that water.
I told myself I was polar bear dipping for 3 years, and I haven't did it, and this year I'm going to try.
Bill wasn't kidding. He took the plunge and screamed that victory scream when he got out.
how was it, Bill?
It wasn't as bad as I thought it'd be. It's not that bad at all, to be honest.
You do it again?
Oh, I'd do it again.
If you're brave enough, you get this nifty sweatshirt to show your friend. You don't have to be young and foolish to pull a stunt like this either. Enter Alice from Everett. She's been doing this for more than 20 years.
Why does a 70-year-old beautiful woman like yourself want to jump in icy water?
Because I'm an idiot.
What do we call these people that signed up today?
Polar bear dip jumpers. Crazy. That's what we call them.
How many signed up?
About 180.
Now I'm wondering if the snow fence is to keep the spectators out of the icy water or to keep those polar bear people away from the paying customers. Jay Brandow, News 5, Tip-Up Town, USA.
Newsroom. Yeah, hi, Chief. Thanks for returning my phone call.
Hey, Jay.
Yeah?
You see the sign? No smoking? All right.
Yeah, Chief.
As more and more companies ban smoking in their buildings, it just seems to make sense to give quitting a chance.
It's getting tougher all the time for smokers to light up. Commercial businesses just won't let you. And in the governmental buildings, well, you could even go to jail if you're caught lighting up in here.
At Saginaw St. Mary's Hospital, they want smokers to quit cold turkey. So they served up cold turkey sandwiches in the cafeteria to underscore their point.
Smoking attributes approximately 85% of lung cancers in the United States, and approximately half of those with heart attacks can attribute that to some type of smoking.
If you're serious about quitting, you can use the patch to help.
We have a one-year study with 25% quit rate success after a year.
Can I get this prescription filled? You sure can.
Pharmacist Dick Haynes says he's had a lot of folks come in for the patch. Dick and his wife quit puffing years ago, and Dick says the patch helped his daughter to quit.
She hasn't had a cigarette in probably 6 or 7 months. I have a sister-in-law that was a very heavy smoker, and she quit.
So if the patch worked for her, then it should work for me.
Well, now that I've officially quit smoking, I've got the same problem other former smokers now have. What to do with my hands?
News photographer Bud Jones and I spend a good part of the day in the news car. He says he's glad I'm quitting the habit, but I'm not so sure he'll like the way I keep both hands busy without a cigarette.
No.
Day 1, smoke-free. Jay Brandow, News 5. Springtime on the Rifle River. Fresh air, good friends, and a pretty face. They come from miles around just to snag suckers. 84-year-old Earl McLavy has been a sucker fan since before World War II.
Started in 38.
You've been coming doing this since 1938?
Yep.
What's the attraction?
Suckers.
You can catch them one at a time, or...
What does this gizmo do here, Jim?
Okay, you just crank her up.
Yeah?
Crank her slow. And check and see if you got fish.
When the fish are running, how many usually pulling up in that net?
On average, probably 10 to 25 in there.
A lot of the old-timers say being in Ulmer during the sucker run is a lot like being in heaven. And if you get tired while you're fishing, you can always stop here in the lounge and take it easy and have a chance to sit back in your favorite easy chair and watch everybody else while they're doing all the work. And speaking of work, some folks left it behind to play a little hooky. So you don't want your boss to know you're here?
Right.
Okay, can I get your name?
John.
Okay, John. We don't want to tell the boss your last name.
No.
He won't know you're behind those shades, will he?
Right.
The season runs through the end of May. Jay Brandow, News 5, Omer. This 300-pound lion was the center of a Saginaw neighborhood controversy 2 summers ago. The mature female died several weeks ago in her pen, but has remained in Larry Sparks' backyard because he says no one will help him with her.
She died a couple weeks ago, and I was waiting on animal control to come pick her up. When the police came, said they was going to send them out here to pick them up. They never did.
The neighbors hope somebody takes the lion's rotting carcass away, and soon.
It's strange, you know, having a lion in the neighborhood and stuff like that, and the smell and stuff so nasty and stuff make you want to gag and stuff, especially when the wind's blowing real bad and stuff.
Saginaw City code enforcement officials say it is not illegal to have a lion in the city.
The only animal that you cannot have in the city limits is a pig. We cannot have a pig, but we can have lions, we can have horses.
So if a Saginaw resident wanted to have an elephant in the backyard?
Well, I don't know. I would hope not. I don't know. But according to the ordinance, you can have any animal except a pig.
Animal control says the dead lion is just too big for them to dispose of.
When you're talking about an animal that's in excess of probably 300 pounds, that's a real problem. There's nobody really that's capable of moving it at this point. He's going to have to take care of the disposal, him and the city environmental.
While Larry Sparks mourns the loss of his big cat, he's got another one to take its place. Meet Thunder, a 10-week-old male cub that will weigh at least 300 pounds when he's full grown. It's a piece of Americana that still lives on Saginaw's west side, the neighborhood grocery store. It belongs to Ramiro Carlos Gonzalez Jr., but he likes to be called Chico.
Because the people, the Anglo people could not say Ramiro, okay? They would call me Romeo or Ramiro in school. And the black folks would call me Ramongo. So when they start calling me Chico at the plant, I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make money with that name.
And he is.
But the little people that still like little stores enjoy coming into a small store and getting that personal touch of, you know their names, you wave at them and you talk to them and you listen to some of their problems and stuff.
Chico loves his customers, but just ask him about the family.
This is my $1 million right here. Okay, there's my son, my oldest son.
Chico has it all, and the spices and other ingredients for authentic Mexican food. But the store is more than just a store. Yes, there's pottery and other artworks from Mexico, but it's the culture he's trying to keep alive.
And when they can make this stuff by hand and paint it by hand, all this stuff here and all this stuff over here, you know, and this is why I bring it here. I don't care if I sell it, fine. If I don't sell it, I'm not worried about it, because what I want the people to do is to learn the beauties of another country.
Chico's also trying to teach the neighborhood kids about the beauties of family and respect, all from the front of his neighborhood store. Jay Brandow, WNEM 5 News. Quality, service, and the very latest in high-quality fashion could be found at Ford's Clothing. But the 110-year-old tradition of being the place for better men's clothing is over. What's left, a few suits, a few ties and sweaters, went to the highest bidder.
Yeah, it's kind of tragic. You know, if you're from the old ways and stuff. I don't know. I hate to see it go.
You got some deals?
Yeah. Few deals.
But like so many other landmark mom-and-pop stores, suburban growth and economics took their toll over time.
I've been there a couple of times. I bet, you know, they're expensive. You can't shop there all the time. You know.
What'd you get?
I got $99 worth of clothes.
And for sale, racks and shelves and display dummies that showed off the very latest of fashions. And then there are some of those special items that some consider a once-in-a-lifetime find.
That looks like
a sleigh and a reindeer, I believe.
That looks like Santa Claus on a pair of pants.
Yeah, but I don't want to be associated with buying these. This is for a cousin. He just happens to be the same size.
What's left of a bygone era has now become treasure for those lucky enough to get a piece of it.
The closing in the auction of Ford's store in Bay City is a sad story, not just because it's another store that's closing down in the downtown area, but it signals the end of a tradition that began with the gentlemen of the 1880s during the logging boom of Bay City, now fading into history. Jay Brandow, News 5, Bay City.